Level 1 E3, software engineer. The offer arrives in October, $170K base, plus RSUs. You do the math 4 times. You know the number exactly. First morning, Menlo Park. Bridges connect the buildings. The cafeteria opens at 6 a.m. Nobody mentions it is free. You pay for breakfast on day 1. Bootcamp is Meta's team matching system. You don't get assigned. You rank your top 3 in the portal. The teams rank you back. You get your 4th choice. Reason listed, interest mismatch. 6 weeks later, you find out the truth. The team lead had a headcount freeze. It happened the day before match day. Nothing you ranked would have changed it. Your first pull request gets 41 comments. 17 came from one engineer. He has never looked at you directly. $170K base. After Bay Area rent and federal tax. You are saving $840 a month. The admin who gave you your laptop, 9 years at Meta. She owns a 2-bedroom in Redwood City. You are renting a studio in Menlo Park. You start writing code for legibility, not for correctness, not for shipping. You are already optimizing for review. The audition wasn't in the interview. That team that rejected your match dissolved. Q3 reorg. Their workplace post gets 11 haha reactions from people on the team. First PSC cycle meets all expectations. You feel proud for about 4 hours. Level 2 E4, software engineer. First RSU refresh, $60,000 over 4 years. Before a 45% effective rate. After tax, about $8,000. And E4 joins from Google. His refresh, $120K. Same title, same building, different moment in the job market. Meets all expectations at E. 4 means nothing is moving. Nobody tells you this. You figure it out from what nobody says. You learn the vocabulary, impact, scope, moves the needle. You write your self-review in this language. It is not yours. The audience is invisible. You are trying to sound already promoted. You stay until 10:15 on a Wednesday. The cafeteria is still open. This starts to feel normal. You don't notice it happening. That is the trap forming. The free food is not a perk. It is structural. The campus is designed so leaving is friction. You understand this the night you stay. Leaving felt like effort you didn't have. Your partner asks about the phone at dinner. You don't have a clean answer. You start reading promotion announcements for signals, not to congratulate anyone. Impact isn't what you built. It's what you can prove in 4 minutes. You file for E5. Your manager gives you 6 requirements. You complete 4. 2 require headcount you don't control. Nobody names that distinction. Level 3 E5, senior engineer. Your manager explains the calibration math. E5 requires exceeds expectations twice. Roughly 15% of the team. There are 9 engineers on your team. You spend the rest of that meeting calculating 1.35 people. That is the number. It may include you. Senior means you lead. That is the version people say out loud. Inside, the failure is now yours to name. Same work. New attribution. Senior means the failure is now yours to name. E5 base, $225K. The E5 who joined from outside 6 months ago. He negotiated $243K on his offer. You sit next to each other. You find this out on levels.fyi on a Sunday at 11 p.m. You don't sleep well after you get promoted. The news arrives in a hallway sentence. At the end of a one-on-one, not the start, you understand later why this is. Direct is for pips. Incidental is for good news. The promotion email is auto-generated. CC'd to your manager, your skip, and HR. The subject line reads, like a system notification. Because it is. 17 comments. 1 engineer. Your first PR. Same level as you now. You watch the E6S with different attention, not admiration. Arithmetic. People say E6 ends careers. They say it without lowering their voice. Like weather. Level 4 E6. Staff engineer. You wake at 4:50 a.m. No alarm. You tell yourself it is optimization. You have stopped examining the distinction. Staff means domain ownership. Engineers come to you. You set direction. At E6, your evaluators haven't seen your code. Calibration is cross-team. You are now a document, not a person. Total comp, $460K. The E6 from Stripe joined 8 months ago. His levels. FYI shows $535K. Same badge color, same lunch table, different leverage, different year. Your promotion packet is calibrated without you. In a room you are not permitted to enter. The outcome arrives as a workplace message. 2 sentences. The second sentence is next half. There is no third sentence. Your partner has stopped asking when you'll be home. Not because they stopped caring, because the answer is no longer useful information. You finally make E6. Your manager says you've developed real scope. You look up scope in the growth rubric. 4 bullet points. None describe what you actually did. Not one. Scope is what they call your labor. When it's too large to measure, you stop writing documents for the engineers. You write them for the calibration room. A new boot camp cohort is matching now. The portal is open. Level 5 E7. Senior staff engineer. Total comp, $640K. You haven't written production code. Not in 9 months. You write strategy documents. Documents become roadmaps. Roadmaps become other people's promotion materials. That is also called impact. Fewer than 4% of meta engineers reach E7. People mention this at dinner parties. You have stopped mentioning it. The path to E7 is not pure performance. It is performance plus not leaving, plus not being reorganized out, plus not making the wrong enemy at the wrong calibration cycle. It is a conjunction, not a threshold. You present at an org all hands. Zuckerberg joins on a screen from home. He asks one question about a team dependency, not your work. You spend the next week answering it. A question about someone else's problem. This is called leadership. An E6 you mentored gets promoted to E7. Same cycle, you were skipped. Your manager says strong promo. You say great. You mean it. The part where you mean it costs something. You won't name it for another year. Leadership training covers influence without authority. It does not cover what comes after. When someone with authority ignores your influence. It feels like a weather report, not a tool. Your daughter has memorized your travel schedule without being asked. Not because it worries her, because she plans around you now. The way you plan around a dependency. Influence without authority is a weather report. You start thinking about headcount before the work. Level 6E8, Principal Engineer. Your name appears on an org chart. That deck goes to Zuckerberg. You find out from a journalist. Fewer than 300 E8 set at Meta globally. You are evaluated on company-level bets. When a bet ends, the domain disappears. You are not consulted on the discontinuation. Total comp, $860K. You stopped checking levels, FYI, 2 years ago. Not because you're satisfied, because those numbers describe a world you've left. You have no reference point. You don't have a name for that yet. A reorg announcement hits workplace. 3 teams dissolved. 1 owns a critical dependency in your domain. You read the same post as the E3S. Nobody called you first. You are the most senior IC in the room. The directors make the decisions. You provide input. The distinction is organizational. It is also total E8 offsite. 5-year bets. Platform strategy. On the flight home, someone asks what you do. You say engineer. They nod and go back to their book. The title does not travel. Your name is on a slide Zuckerberg reviewed. At home, it means what it always meant. You have stopped noticing the gap. That is a different kind of problem. The work continues. The reason for it has become structural. Level 7E9, Distinguished Engineer. A new E3 is in boot camp. They ranked their top 3 teams. They got their 4th choice. You pass them in the MPK hallway, they look at your badge. You looked at badges exactly that way once. Your badge shows your name and a color. The color means nothing to them yet. Distinguished Engineer. The institution has classified you as irreplaceable. E9 is not an outcome. It is a condition. You are no longer in the review cycle. You are consulted. Both verbs mean someone else decides. Total comp exceeds $1 million. The number lost its shape 3 years ago. You know this because you cannot feel it. There is no number left to try. 9 people in the room. 3 report directly to Zuckerberg. You are deciding something for 3 billion people. 40 minutes? It feels like every other 40-minute meeting. No level above you on the IC track. The ceiling is organizational. The feeling is not satisfaction. You have run out of gradient. Bootcamp opens again. 280 new engineers. The portal launches. They rank their teams. The teams rank them back. You helped design part of the ranking system 2 years ago. You cannot remember which part. Your partner says you remind them of someone. Someone who solved a very hard problem and forgot what it was for. You don't correct them because you don't know if they're wrong. At the top, they stop evaluating you. They preserve you. Bootcamp opens. The cohort ranks. The queue fills.